we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Going alongside Charles Davis and CD, you look at the Colts in this matchup, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Mariota now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Slater. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Slater. He'll check this down to Hines. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Off play action. Slater. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs.
There he goes left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Off the play fake. Slater. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. On the run, it's Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times, 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
We're going to work.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Man, this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota, and that is incomplete here.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first start is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 3. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's down inside the 5 and the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
47 to Mike, boys, 47.
2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. An interception returns for a Colts TD.
Probably what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Mariota. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big... Play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
There's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
They had it backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 12. To throw Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. They've got his man complete. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Minutes remaining in this first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Well, he's hoping to keep it close, so maybe they can keep it on the ground and start to go through the air as much.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
There we go.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, writing your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
47 is the mic.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Pittman. And he goes in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Now Jones. So we hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn and shredded.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mariota now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And this one is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 5. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball.
After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you're talking about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mariota to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft and smart.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll get this one to Pittman. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works him past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He finds his man complete. That's Dawson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And incomplete on a deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Mariota. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one out.
And they'll get him down past the 15.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here of the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
That's not good enough, man.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Caught on the right side by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Mariota. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. LaVisca Shenault, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
We got this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Indy.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And the Colts coming out now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
James Robinson and the rest of the Jags offense set to go to work once more. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Mariota. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 41's the mic, 41's the mic.
Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, Mariota. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Come on, fellas.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as
ammo. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mariota. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
41's coming. 41 to Mike.
One last shot now for Mariota. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.